EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means fourth down coming up. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. First play, and McCarthy to throw. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On play action, here's McCarthy. First down throw there is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. The Bears are gonna have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Pacheco. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again from his own end zone. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. You go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line, and that is going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
1 quarter down, 3 to go. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he goes up top, looking for Kmet.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A handoff to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Williams. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Open man downfield, it's Hockenson. And he will score. T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I think he needs to work on his arm strength.
So we've hit halftime here in the NFC championship game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's with the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Chandler now to return it.
Ty Chandler on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up the third down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of...
Deep for Jefferson. And he will go all the way. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a four vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 32 yards. Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. On second down, Pacheco. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. On third down, it's Williams. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Third and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring them down for a sack and brings up fourth down. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. so it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain. Play action now. It's McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
To try and run for the first down with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is hard. And he will score. Game on. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears back within 7. It's 35-28. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Chandler now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. At their own 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. A nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the
a big hole. And he will score again. T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will score. Game on. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Chandler now to return it. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one caught by Hockenson. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught once again by Hockenson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 11 yards on the connection there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He keeps it himself. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite
them. Here's 1st down. Throwing is Williams. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
know, a great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Williams to throw on second down. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mekhi Blackmon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down. Now Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackmon. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. McCarthy to the air on second down. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, here's McCarthy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a second down. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Play action now, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Here we go. One final play. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. To throw is McCarthy. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Vikings. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy. Champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that's a wrap for Greg Olsen and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Till then, enjoy the